What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another full self-driving beta video, doing a lane change here. We're on version 8.1, which if you've been following along is a little weird because we were on 10.1 before. I explained it in my last video with the snow, but apparently there was just some confusion with the version numbers and it's been fixed now by the Autopilot team. So we are heading into downtown Ann Arbor to test this out now. A huge shout out to my newest patron, Mark J. I really appreciate the support and welcome to the frunk, Mark. Now, I did actually already do a video testing this out on my pre-planned route that I try to do on the different versions, the exact same maneuvers, the exact same route, and the whole video was frozen and didn't work, and it was over an hour of driving, so that was really disappointing. But in that, I was really impressed with the turns. Turning right and left turns, it really doesn't have that hesitation anymore that we've seen where a lot of times a turn is happening and you hear me say, oh, I'm hitting the accelerator because the car begins the turn and then it either slows down or begins to stop or something weird. So I'm hoping we can see that again today and this actually works because I was pretty blown away by it when I was doing that driving 2 days ago. So we're going to go into downtown Ann Arbor and I'm going to try to find some new spots. Maybe we'll revisit some old ones and really push the car, challenge it, and see how it does. So let's get down to downtown Ann Arbor and see how the car does. So a pretty interesting lane change here, stopping for crosswalk. Don't really need to do that. Nobody's behind me, so I'm allowing it. And then it continues. So that's kind of a strange move to me. Not sure, I've never seen it do that before, maybe because there was a blinking yellow there or something. And then changing back into this lane because we do have a left turn coming up. So kind of strange. And then right there, it didn't stop for that crosswalk and somebody had just begun crossing the street. So that would have been a great place to stop, but it didn't do it. And then we have this left turn here, so let's see how it does. Green, we immediately begin to go, and you can see right there, no accelerator, no anything, and the car very confidently moves through. Before it would only do that on left turns with a green arrow, not a green light where you could have cross traffic. So really impressive, and I'm really enjoying that. Make sure you watch till the end. I'll have all the stats of interventions, disengagements, reports at the end compared to previous drives. And I do think this version, especially when it comes to turns, which was one of my biggest complaints, is way, way better. And also, if you're enjoying the videos, please hit like and get subscribed. I would really appreciate that. So moving to the right, this is a problem that I've had and I keep reporting it. I will continue to report it. That's for parking. That's not for driving, and the car always wants to drift over there. So some traffic cones here. It's best to move to the left, and the car is doing that actually over the yellow line, which is great. So again, moving over towards those open spaces, which is not good. So we do need to move to the right, and the turn signal was on for a second. Seems a little sketch. And just awesome, awesome, confident, great right turn there. And, ooh, I think it's going to turn left with these dudes here. Let's see. I don't know if that's closed. Yeah, it looks like they have that closed off, so I'm going to take over there. Okay, so I put in our next destination here. We just got to go backwards a little bit. So let's see how the car handles that. So creeping, checking for visibility. This is also way improved in my opinion. The amount that it moves while creeping is reduced and the speeds are reduced. So it does seem more natural, like you're moving forward to get a better look. Not like you're going to go and drive in front of somebody if they're coming, which is kind of how it felt before. So we're stopping back. This guy's walking out. You can see the dark green. That means the car is stopping for them. So it says checking for visibility here. It is hard to see. And we do go. Oh, okay. Yeah, that wasn't very good. So it seemed like the car stopped because those other cars were, it was scared of them, but they weren't in the lane. So that was a good right turn, but then it just didn't do it. So now we need a left here. It does make it over. Yeah, so that's kind of the hesitation in the right turns I was talking about before. It's not totally gone, but I would say my last drive, I don't know, let's say I had 20 turns, something like that. It maybe did it twice. So maybe 10% of the time it's doing it now, rather than before it was probably 60 or 70% of the time. So really terrible roads. Wow, you see that guy bouncing? Need to make a left here. We do not have a left green arrow. but we could have went and the car misses it. So now we have a green light, not green arrow, and says waiting for cross traffic. So now is a good time to go, except there's a person crossing the street. I think I'm going to have to, no, I did not touch the accelerator, and it's going a little weird, but hey, that was very impressive. I was just about to hit the accelerator. I was like, okay, this thing's not doing anything. And right when that person finished crossing the street, it did continue. Now it's going a little fast, so of course this guy, didn't think I was going to stop. If he would have walked out with confidence, the car would have, but don't want to scare anybody there, so I always do that for people. And then let me just park here temporarily and get our next destination going. All right, so we're just doing some extreme downtown driving. Let me just turn autopilot on, and it will take us right out of that parking spot and a little close to that car for me. So I just nudged it over, and it's loading the next destination. We will see how long that takes. There we go. So stop sign with blinking red. Shouldn't be a problem. Stopping for traffic control. Use accelerator. Nope. Waiting for our turn, which it is our turn. So it's not going. I touch the accelerator and then it continues. So we have some really bad streets here. The car needs to move over to get away from these parked cars, and it's doing that. A little fast for me. I guess that's the speed limit. I'm not sure really. So with confidence again, it's kind of, there we go. All right, you fixed yourself. Just sails right through that green light. It sees there's no cross traffic. I hope there wasn't any. So it just kind of went right through that left turn pretty naturally, besides, a little bit too far to the left, but it did correct itself. Okay, a new left turn here. We have not tried this one before. Car's being a little weirdly hesitant getting into the left turn lanes. It just finally got all the way over the line there. All right, last car. Let's see how quickly the Tesla will proceed once they pass. Boom, look at that. Oh, it's so much better than it was. Love it. I love it. I love it. Obviously not done, whatever. It's not doing that every time, but it never would have done that in previous versions. Never, never, never. Without like a green arrow. Okay, so now it's way better. Okay, maybe it thinks this is our destination. What if I tell it to continue? Okay, so that was kind of a weird, just like stopped and then did not continue. So we are kind of at our destination, so let me get something else going here. Okay, this next destination is a request. I don't know if we're going to do exactly what they want. It's some kind of weird left turn. I actually have no idea. So let's see, can I turn this on here? Yeah, so we have a weird like bike lane road here dividing this parking lot from the street. And actually it did just give me the steering wheel, but now it doesn't seem to want to turn on. Let's see here. There we go. We have no traffic. This is a one-way street. You can only go left, and it seems the Tesla is going to do that correctly. So onto the snow a little bit there, but not a big deal, I suppose. And turning around, okay, there's a curb there. There you go. So they did get there first, and I don't know if you could see that car to the left. They did stop before us, and the Tesla waited appropriately, so that was good. A little close to the curb there, and did not touch it. Oh, that's weird. Confused for, I'm not sure why. That was very strange. I have not gotten that in a long time, besides some really tricky situations, or maybe a weird roundabout we had a long time ago. So waiting for our turn, also stopping for the stop sign. And this guy is just going to go through the stop sign, which, like, whatever, I guess, even though we were there first. But you know what? That's actually good for the Tesla. When other drivers are aggressive like that, then the Tesla's just going to wait for them. It's going to be obedient. Making a right here. Wow, we're getting a little goofy now. What are you doing? Got a Model 3 parked right there. We got some garbage cans. I'm going to slow down a little bit. It's a little too fast, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, we are rolling these like crazy. That is just ridiculous. I'm not sure that's getting reported by me. I personally, everybody's different. I personally am okay with maybe a 2 mile per hour roll, but going through a stop sign at 7 miles an hour is just kind of blowing it, in my opinion. Now this will be tough. So we're creeping forward for visibility. There is a car to the left, nobody to the right, and you're peeking out a little too much here. There you go. Okay, that's pretty good. And it can see that car to the left. Again, nobody to the right, and now nobody to the left. Wow, look at it. Oh, no. Oh, man, see? It did brake in the in the middle of the turn, which is the behavior I really hate. But as soon as that truck turned left and was out of our way, or going to be out of our way, the car started to go, which that's beautiful. But I did have to hit the accelerator there, which at least that information will be sent back to the autopilot team. So I guess this is the weird left turn. Again, I don't exactly know what they wanted me to do here, but we're gonna try to figure it out. Maybe before these people turn left, I can put this, and it will also turn left. Yeah, it's gonna go to the next left, which is fine. Yep, sorry, you can DM me again. Let me know exactly what you meant by that intersection, because I'm not sure. So this is very goofy. I mean, it did it, and there were no other cars, but you need to not be on the wrong side of the road temporarily. Waiting for our turn. There is nobody else here. Checking visibility, which it definitely needs to do, and there's nobody to our left, so we are good to go. Wow, these roads are so wide. But the car's handling it pretty well. And stopping there, I don't see why. I'm just going to take over at that point because these people are confused looking at me. Okay, so to finish it up, we're going to go slow again. That was a pretty good drive. Again, the turns. It seems that they cranked up the confidence a little bit on them. Maybe a lot, which is really good. Stop going up. I want to go 20. It makes the turn so much better. And you could see a couple where, it's still not perfect. Of course, it's not. I don't ever see the system being perfect, but it was a lot better than it was before. And it was really good. So y'all like the outro last time where I just kind of fast forwarded to the end. So we'll do that again with a little bit of this drive. But yeah, overall, check out, here's the charts, the data. We're at, that's my tire pressure. We're at 8.5. Oh, that's not correct. I'll have to look up the miles. But the miles and stuff are on the screen with all the data compared to previous drives. So overall, I feel that this update is a huge enhancement. And I think if they just keep cranking up that confidence and figure out why it's stopping or slowing in turns, I think that'll be a huge improvement to everything overall. So like this one, let's watch this turn. So nobody to the right, nobody to the left. Checking for visibility. Appropriate so far, now go. And look at there it is. So I can kind of guessing where the cameras are seeing, and that was it. It was like, okay, I know you can see, and there's nobody there, so now you need to go. So I can increase this back up to the speed limit. But yeah, overall, I hope you enjoyed this one. I look forward to talking to you down in the comments, and hopefully this video worked. And you will see me and Full Self-Driving Beta in the next video.
So Autopilot and I are happily driving along. So Autopilot and I are happily driving along.